So we talked about some of the dangers being tribalism and cannibalism, but we want to talk about some of the safe places. Okay.
Mm.
So one safe place is Grace Global Radio. It's an app you can download.
Mm.
Go ahead, read this.
Grace Global Radio mission statement. Grace Global Radio is a grace-oriented dispensational broadcast ministry that functions to equip and edify believers with sound Bible doctrine, enabling them to have a closer walk with Jesus Christ through knowledge of His Word. Grace Global Radio is unique in that it's programming both grounds believers and evangelizers, the lost with expositors who embrace a classic dispensational grace theology.
And then it
Titus
mentions
1
all those
9.
passages. Now,
Yeah,
notice they're not using the word free grace,
yeah.
but that's what they mean by grace oriented.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, my eyes
So
it pain it.
here's just a sample of the programming. You got Grace for the Race
Grace for the race.
by Dennis Rosker,
And
and then J.B. Hinkson as well. All right. So this brother Graham, right? He's an
yes.
eternal security guy. He did a review of Dennis Rosker's video, right?
Yeah, for free. Yeah, I
And then
watched.
he had issues about how Rosker explained repentance. And so that led me to work on my paper concerning repentance, and I'm writing for Theological Method. And I just wanted to mention that. So this is Dennis Rosker, okay, at Grace Global Press. This is one of his books, Shall Never Perish Forever. It's Salvation Forever, Can It Be Lost, or whatever. He also teaches free grace at Chafer. So Dane had him for class.
Oh wow.
This is Hickson. He was the original founding member or an executive, one of the founding board members, and one of the first executive director of FGA, Free Grace Alliance. But in
Okay.
this video, he says why I'm no longer Free Grace.
Why is that?
Well, he explains why he don't like the term Free Grace
He don't like the term free grace.
and the movement and stuff and the separation. And there's some things in here that I agree with. There's things I disagree with, but
It
that's a
seems like.
bigger issue. But Rockstar requires you to watch this. Well, it's extra credit to watch this video for the class. But anyway,
Mm.
um, Mike Halsey and Tom Kakuza. Um, I don't know much about him. I've interacted with him or his wife on like you on social media, and there's a
Mm.
lot of people that follow him.
Mm.
But I have heard him. But this is Mike Halsey right here, and this is Kakusa, and so there's other people in the group that are going to know who these people are, but I'm just trying to orient people. And then Tom Stegel, okay, well, I'll show you him in a minute, and then David Dunn, of course.
Of course, I
So
love
this
him.
is Stegel right here, and here's David
Oh,
Dunn.
that's Charles Jennings.
Yes, and that's whenever I'm at the Chafer conference explaining, you know, how influential Rick Henderson, Baraka, and David Dunn, were of me, in my discipleship beginning in 2006,
Mm-hmm.
the layman seminary, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as I'm going through the series, I'll mention websites and links and all that. But I just want people to get a general idea of some safe zones.
Okay.
This Pastor Rick Gayharts and Clay
Mm-hmm.
Ward. Clay Ward is at Chafer professor. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
who this person is,
Okay.
but some of the people will know. Let me get some water. John Clark, I don't know who he is, but Brad Maston, he's also a professor at
So that's a
Chafer.
free grace camp, but
Yeah,
different
these
camp.
are all people from Grace Global.
Okay.
Brad Maston because always wears bow tie a lot of times. But Paul Miles also wears bow tie. But anyway, here's another one I don't know. Kurt Obermeyer
Mm.
and Pastor Matt Costella. He's the main one I think behind the Grace Global. So there's both of them. Okay. And then there's Jeremy Thomas, which you've met, you know, and Andy Woods. So there they are.
Dr. Andy Wood, I already met.
And then he's not on Grace Global, but I went ahead and put him
Mm.
here. Plano Bible Chapel. That's Tom Constable. Constable's notes. And then
Yeah.
for the people that don't know, you can type in Constable's notes, Plano Bible Chapel, and get the books there for the web, and it'll look like
Yeah,
this.
there's a lot of resources over there.
Yeah,
So
it's
if I
updated
were
every
you, just
year.
click the link. Oh, you're going
It's
to
audio,
put
and you can
put the link below, Charlie.
yeah. So you can type in Constable's notes to book your study in a PDF, and you can get direct access to the PDF, and it'll look like that. But this is free grace, dispensational. It's updated every year. So then here's another one. I still think it's a safe camp, a safe group. Some people don't. This is GES. They're Grace and Focus Radio.